Welcome, class of 2026. I'm Jessica Pellegrino, one of the school counselors at Middleton High School. There are 9 of us at Middleton High School, broken up in student support centers. Within those support centers are 3 counselors, 1 social worker, 1 school psychologist, 1 dean, and several specialists that straddle all the different centers. Those are special education coordinators and nurses. For assignments of those centers, if you already have a sibling at Middleton High School, we will assign the same to your student. We try to keep families together for 1 point of contact for the next 4 years. The goal of this presentation is to help students in regards to the course offerings. The best tool you can use is our MHS course offering website. This website will help in regards to finding information, videos, course offering books, and the timelines. A day at Middleton High School looks different because of A and B day schedules. An A day, as you review, are 4 classes with lunch and advisory in the middle of the day. Our B day has 3 classes with lunch in the middle, a short study hall, and at the end of the day, what is called ASR. ASR is a 90-minute block on B days that is split into 2 sections, giving students the opportunity to seek support in 2 different subjects or attend club meetings. Attendance is required, and teachers are able to sign up students for ASR if they need help, makeup work, or labs. This is an opportunity embedded in our school day for students to get their work done and hopefully provide more freedom when they leave the school building. Advisory meets daily and is in a class size of under 20. You will have the same advisory teacher all 4 years. This is an opportunity to have 1 adult in the building who will see you daily and can do check-ins. They can offer support, guidance, and be able to answer any questions that you have. ASR is an opportunity for all students to stay up with their coursework and meet with teachers if they have questions. As you review the course offering book, it is important to understand how to use this tool. It's important to understand what a prerequisite is. A prerequisite can be one of 3 things. It can be a class that has to be taken prior. So as you review this screen, you will see the right-hand red arrow that says Principles of Business is a prerequisite class for Principles of Finance. But on the left-hand side, you will also see that a prerequisite could be a grade. So freshmen are not able to take Principles of Finance, as this is a class for grades 10, 11, and 12. The third potential prerequisite could be an age. Middleton High School offers several courses that have a certification. Students who are 16 and older tend to meet that prerequisite. It is important to read those course descriptions. Know what you're taking. The title definitely does not say it all. As you read this course description, it's important to also know what kind of credit you will earn. Year-long classes are 1 full credit and have 2 course numbers. Semester courses are a 0.5 credit and have only 1 course number. Once you are in Infinite Campus, you will see that there are required classes that are already preloaded into your Infinite Campus or your My Campus account. For freshmen, that means English 9, Biology, Land People Power, which is our U.S. History course, Advisory will be preloaded, and Physical Education, our Foundations of Movement, is your gym class, and that is only a semester. So as you review this grid, you will see that English 9 has 2 spots, so first semester and second semester. So any year-long class will take up 2 blocks throughout the year, whereas gym is only a semester course, and it will fall either first or second semester. Students are not able to decide which semester they would like to take gym. It is important to also know that the total number of credits for freshmen is 7 classes. Students have the ability to take an online class, but it would have to replace one of their in-building MHS elective courses. Within those required classes, students are given the opportunity to earn honors. While all students must sign up for the regular course, within 6 weeks of each semester, the teachers will explain the opportunities and requirements that come with earning an honors course description to be put on a transcript. This is a choice. Students have the ability to take honors distinctions in all courses, they don't have to take it in any of them. All of these courses are college preparatory and will challenge your child. If students feel they would like the additional challenge, they can choose to take it in English 9, Biology, and Land People Power. We always recommend that students go with where their passions and their interests are. If you have a child who is interested in writing and reading and would love to read an additional book, to take different tests, or potentially write different papers, they may love the option of taking the honors option for English 9. What it looks like in biology and Land People Power will be explained by the teacher. These earned honors can be done by semester, so we always recommend that students take a look at their lives. Not only what do they love, but do they have time to take the additional coursework? This is not busy work or additional classes. This is asking for more depth, a stronger understanding, and potentially different tests again and projects.
In the next few slides, we will talk about math options for freshman year. The level of math is determined by which class your student is taking in 8th grade. If your student is taking CC3, the next class would be Algebra 1. This course will be automatically loaded for Algebra 1 in Infinite Campus, similar to the other core academic classes that we discussed previously. If the student is in Algebra 1 freshman year, there is an option of Geometry or High Gap A. High Gap A stands for Honors Integrated Geometry, Algebra 2, and Pre-Calculus. This is a 2-year math class that covers 3 courses. We'll talk about High Gap A in more detail on the next slide. There's also another option for students that are in Algebra 1, and that is the opportunity to take Geometry and Algebra 2 simultaneously. This would take up 2 spots in the course selection and would take away an opportunity for an elective class, as students would need to sign up for both Geometry and Algebra 2 separately. If you're in High Gap A, there's the opportunity to take High Gap B as a freshman. A student does not feel that they are prepared for High Gap B. In some cases, there may be the opportunity to go back to Algebra 2. In this example, and with all math recommendations, we encourage you to talk to your 8th grade math teacher to help determine the next level and the best class for you to have the opportunity for success. With High Gap, again, Honors Integrated Geometry, Algebra 2, and Pre-Calculus. This is a 2-year sequence that covers 3 years of math at a very fast and rigorous pace. We identify the best fit for High Gap are students that are strong in math, have the time to balance multiple hours of homework, and are very good with follow-through. The class goes at a very quick pace, where the curriculum is covered very fast in the classroom, and there may not be opportunities to ask questions during the class period. Most often, students are utilizing their resources outside of class if they find themselves stuck or not understanding a concept. Again, we encourage students to talk to their math teachers if you are encouraging an accelerated course to learn more about the content and the pace and the rigor that this class comes with. On this slide, we're reviewing the worksheet that will help support your course selection process. Again, we are not asking that you turn in this worksheet. This is just a worksheet to help guide your research into courses and plan out your course selection in Infinite Campus when you're ready for that step. The top section covers your core academic classes and the classes that you will find preloaded in Infinite Campus. The middle section will represent courses that you have choices. Again, in math, if you are taking Algebra 1, that class will be preloaded into Infinite Campus. If you're in Algebra 1 as an 8th grader, you'll have a choice between math courses as we covered on the previous slide. The remaining spots in the elective section, that middle section on the worksheet, are the elective courses that you'll have to choose from. These can be a combination of semester or year-long classes, however you may choose. For example, if you're taking world language and planning to take Spanish 1 your freshman year, you would enter Spanish 1 into two of the sections, one section representing first semester and the other section representing second semester. Each semester will have a different course number. As another example, if you're planning to take music, cardinal band, that will be a 2-semester course that would take up another 2 spots. And if your student is a world language and music student, they would have room for one more elective class. Again, a student can choose any combination of year-long classes, and they may choose to take 5 semester classes and no year-long classes. The choices are really dependent upon student interests and the classes that you want to take. The alternates at the bottom of this form are very important. We work to make all student requests as much as possible. However, in some circumstances, a class may be offered, 2 classes may be offered in the same period, or classes can fill up, and sometimes we do have to go with a backup. Students, we encourage you to be thoughtful with your alternates, as this may be a class that's entered into your schedule. So again, to be thoughtful about classes that you may be just as interested in taking with these alternates. On this slide, we present graduation requirements. Middleton High School students are required to achieve 4 credits in English, 3 credits in social studies, a half credit of health, which is the wellness course taken in grade 10, 1.5 credits of PE. This includes the half credit of Foundations of Movement, as well as 2 additional PE electives that will be taken over 2 different years. Math is 3 credits, and at least through Algebra 2, or the equivalent Tech College Math. Science is 3 credits, with 1 credit as biology, that will be the life science, 1 credit of physical science, that will typically be chemistry, as well as another elective credit. The financial literacy course can be taken in grade 10 or after. The options for financial literacy are personal finance, consumer financial literacy, or economics. For the option A and option B pathway, the most important thing to pay attention to is the world language level. World language is not required for graduation at Middleton High School. World language is highly recommended as a student considers their post-secondary options. With the option A and option B pathway, a student would be on option B if they take world language and pass level 3. With option B, the student needs a half credit of CTE and a half credit of fine arts. If a student does not take world language, or does take world language and chooses to stop before level 3, they will find themselves on the option A pathway. The option A pathway requires 1 credit of CTE and 1 credit of fine arts. To review, this CTE requirement is career and technical education classes. Examples of these courses may include courses in our business department, family and consumer sciences, and engineering as examples. We do see a lot of students that choose to take both a CTE and fine arts their freshman year. This can certainly be done. However, it's important to remember that this is not required. A student can choose their elective classes wherever their interests lie. And if they do choose to take all coursework for electives in CTE or fine arts, there will be time within their next 3 years of high school to meet the other requirement. So again, we encourage students to follow their interests and passions as they choose their elective classes, to choose courses that they're interested in, as well as opportunities that they may want to explore further. As we think about these graduation requirements and the time over high school, the total credit requirement is 23.75 credits. As was mentioned earlier, a full schedule of classes is 7 credits. So if we look at that in the context of 4 school years, 7 times 4 is 28, and we can add an additional quarter credit for each school year of advisory, and a full schedule over 4 years is 29 credits, the opportunity to earn 29 credits. This leaves a lot of flexibility for students to choose classes and to meet the graduation requirements that we've outlined here for you. The next few slides will focus on some tips for freshman year and some encouragement that we have for our entire 8th grade class. Our first message to you is the same message that we give our seniors. Make sure to finish 8th grade year strong. The skills that you are learning and the study habits that you are building continue to increase your ability to have success in high school and meet the goals that we know that you have for freshman year and the remainder of your 4 years of your high school experience. The classes that you take and the grades that you earn become the foundation of your transcript. High school classes earn letter grades, which begins to form the GPA for high school as well. This transcript in your GPA can become very important for your post-secondary plans, whether you're planning on college admissions, military recruitment, employment, or truly any opportunity across your post-secondary options. We also encourage you to get to know your teachers as well as us here in Student Services. We have a wonderful campus support team here at the high school, and we're all here to support you. We also encourage you to use your resources. We've talked about all school resource, the study hall that comes after advisory, and the opportunity to make those connections and use your time in school wisely to meet all of your goals and to complete your assignments, to achieve balance and be able to take advantage of opportunities within school and within your daily lives. With that, we encourage you to get involved. There are a lot of opportunities here at the high school with clubs, sports, theater, and other activities. All of this comes with balance. High school also offers more freedom. For example, we do have off-campus lunch. Off-campus lunch can be difficult for 9th graders, as you likely don't drive, and there's not many restaurants that are within a close proximity to the campus. However, that'll be an additional opportunity that you may find to take advantage of, and certainly through the rest of your 4 years in high school. We allow backpacks in school and within the hallways, and they're encouraged. Freshmen will have lockers. Not all of our students have lockers, though, due to the nature of the block scheduling and having 3 or 4 classes a day. With those backpacks, one strategy that some students have implemented is an A-day and B-day backpack to help stay organized to remember materials for each of those individual days. We will also be offering freshman conferences in the fall for all of our 9th graders. The freshman conference will be a one-to-one opportunity between student and counselor to continue developing the 4-year plan, to develop goals, and probably most important, an opportunity to make that student-to-counselor connection for us to learn a little bit more about students and students to learn a little bit more about their counselor. So again, we'll do some 4-year planning as well as some goal setting within those freshman conferences in the fall. So next steps for your course selection and that course selection process. Again, a reminder that January 14th at 3 p.m. is the deadline for entering your courses into Infinite Campus. We encourage you to utilize the course selection worksheet as well as the resources on the website to review the course selection book, to learn more about classes, learn about prerequisites, and read those course descriptions to do all of the research that you need to do for your course selection freshman year. Then again, taking that final step of going into Infinite Campus and entering in those courses, as well as printing out the course selection sheet and returning that to your 8th grade teacher as detailed within the instructions. It is important to remember that schedule changes are not possible once the deadline has passed. A student can go in before 3 p.m. on January 14th and make adjustments to their course requests. But after 3 p.m. on the 14th, we will not allow any changes to those requests. We do have opportunities once the school year begins for schedule changes. Schedule change forms will come out in August, prior to the start of the school year. However, it's important to remember that changes are based upon space availability. At this point, the master schedule is created. So while schedule changes are possible, it's important to take these initial course selections seriously, as we can't guarantee schedule changes and they may not always work.
So welcome, class of 2026. And while we would have had a future freshman night, unfortunately due to COVID, the presentation was pre-recorded and you will be able to see it on Wednesday, January 12th at 7 o'clock. The beauty of the pre-recording is that you will be able to revisit if you're not able to go on Wednesday, and that will be posted on our Future Freshman tab on the course registration website. So thank you, and we will see you in the fall. Stay safe and take care.